Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
It is a beautiful, lazy afternoon today.
Yep. I'd say it's in the mid to upper 80s.
Yeah, I would say so.
I haven't got my thermometer out.
No, light breeze. Couldn't ask for anything better, in my opinion.
And it's quiet.
Well, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
It's going to change beginning tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Because this campground will fill up and
Fill it up for the weekend.
Oh yeah, the weekend's predicted to be very nice. So if it stays that way, we know what's getting ready to happen.
That's right.
Yeah. This campground, a lot of people are familiar with this one. It's the same campground where we had our fall Tiny House Adventures Rendezvous.
I didn't know if he's going to mention that or not.
Oh, I don't mind mentioning it. But here's how I'm going to follow that up. We're going to be here for about a week and a half, and then we start heading north. And during that week and a half, we are going to be in and out quite a bit because we have lots of things going on between now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I'm following that up. But if you happen to be driving by out through here and you know what campground we're talking about, you happen to see us sitting outside, feel free to stop by and say hi.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we get bored with each other.
We do.
Yeah,
anyway.
Well, not lately because we've been on the computer so much.
Oh, yeah.
You think we had office jobs.
We have a lot of information to share with you right quick, and I guess the first one we need to share with, should I start with the van or should I start with the scam?
Start with the van.
Okay, we'll start with the van. Was able to go see my mechanic the other day, and he put his scanner on it, and yes, it did show a couple of codes. Now, we never ever had a check engine light at all, but based on these codes that it was throwing, and based on his experience with working with GM products, he said it could be either O2 sensors or the throttle position sensor, and just to be on the safe side, let's go ahead and replace everything. So what we're going to do, which will be next Thursday, we're going to go in and replace the throttle position sensor and go ahead and clean the throttle body while we're at it, and replace the what they call the upstream O2 sensors. And my personal opinion, because of the way it's been acting and everything that I've researched, I feel fairly certain that if it doesn't solve it completely, it's going to take care of it.
Well, I think a lot of other people mentioned that in the comments.
Yeah. That was probably the foremost suggestion from all of the people that weighed in, and we do appreciate that, and we'll let you know what the results are. Well, you'll know. Yeah. Won't you?
Hopefully we'll get to our next destination.
But here's something really interesting about that van. A lot of them, right around that era, they switched over to electronic throttle, and I was concerned that our van might have the electronic throttle. Main reason why I was concerned about that is because then the throttle position sensor, when you replace it, you have to go through what they call a relearn process, and not everybody has a scanner that will work on the relearn process. And so, as it turns out, this one is not that. It's the regular old-fashioned cable type.
I believe your grandson Joshua told you that.
Well, I know.
But he's young, so we can't trust him.
He's just a baby.
He's went to school.
I know, our auto technician baby. But anyway, so it's good news because that actually makes it simpler. The throttle position sensor is easier to replace.
And Rick can get us in before we leave.
Yep. So that's all good. And we'll let you know what the results were. So we're excited about that. Now, one more thing before we talk about the scam, and it's big news, folks. It's big news, folks, and it's kind of comical too. We'll fill you in a little bit more. If any of you watched any of our bike riding videos, and yes, there will be some along the way, we're still going to be doing some of those, and maybe we should touch on that right quick. I know a lot of you people, we know that a lot of folks, a lot of our followers are following us because of all the walkthrough videos we do on cargo trailer conversions. Well, keep in mind, folks, that we're not always where there's a lot of cargo trailer conversions. You know,
No.
when we run into one, we're going to definitely do a video if they will allow us to do a video.
I was going to say we will ask.
Oh yeah, if they will allow us to do
Some
one.
people don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, when you see it, when we have a lot of these, it's, you know, one a week or whatever, that's because we just had a rendezvous and there were several there, and I would spend the bulk of my time going around and interviewing all these folks and doing walkthrough videos.
Yeah, we won't even
So-
see you in Alabama.
Yeah, probably not.
Because we've got a lot of new folks
Yeah.
that we've never met before. And of course, there are still, I think, 40 sites left. Is that what I told you this morning?
I think you said 50.
Okay. I've been doing a lot of computer work.
But that campground has 170 sites.
Right.
Now, we know several people reached out to us and said they had site so-and-so, site so-and-so, but we're also wondering that maybe several have not let us know that they have reserved a spot.
So if you haven't, we would request that you
we'd
do
like
that.
to let us know if you could. You can email us at iridetinyhouse@gmail.com and let us know if you haven't done that already, and let us know, you know, what site you have reserved.
And we are working on the shirts for the rendezvous.
Yes.
And they will be announced probably in about a month. We'll
Yeah.
announce those
Yep.
and show you.
Yep.
We'll be getting our shirts and we'll be able to show you what they look
And a
like.
little prelude that pertains to what we're fixing to talk about here in a minute. Yes, it will say we're not camping, we're living on the merchandise. So you're not going to see, we're going to do walkthrough videos every time we have an opportunity to do so. You're not going to see them every week because we have went ahead and uploaded every one we've done to this point, which I think, quite honestly, except for maybe one or two other channels that's been doing this a lot longer than us, we probably have as many walkthrough videos or more than most channels.
Well, we
that
have
do this
yet to
kind
do
of
our own, so we're hoping.
So, and that's the next thing. We will be working on the trailer again. Now, keep in mind, folks, at a campground like this, I can't pull out the table saw and start sawing and stuff like that. So
Our neighbors would complain.
Yeah. So until we get in a situation where we can do that kind of stuff without disturbing the peacefulness of this beautiful campground and campgrounds like it, you know, we can't do that or video that until we get in a situation where it's conducive to do that.
And where we do that is at private property.
Right.
Where people have said, yeah, come on down.
Yeah. So, you know, those are the reasons why you don't see a lot of that stuff. Now, I don't know what else to say there about that.
That's all you can say.
That's all I can say.
I mean, we're doing content on what we hope is of interest to everyone.
Yeah. Then Deb and I have started a program. We are trying to lose weight. I'll go ahead and tell everybody what I've started doing. Yesterday, I took my second shot of Ozempic. Maybe a lot of you have heard of Ozempic. It's great for diabetics. It helps control your blood sugar. I'm still taking a little bit of insulin, but not as much as I had to. I'm monitoring my blood sugar often, but another bonus that comes along with Ozempic is that it tends to curb your appetite.
Doesn't make you feel
already
as
noticed.
hungry.
Yeah, I don't have the cravings for sweets like I had before. Now that doesn't mean that at this upcoming rendezvous in a few months that I'm not going to indulge. If someone wants to bake me, let's see what if someone wants to bake, not
you a
me,
German chocolate cake.
German chocolate upside down cake. What's it? Let's see, Denise. If you know,
If someone was to do that for you, you'd
I
probably...
will still indulge, but I probably won't have
Seconds.
or thirds. But it does curb your appetite. We have friends that have been on it, and they have lost a remarkable amount of weight, and their A1Cs have went like upwards in the upper 8s, clear down to around 5, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing.
In about a 6-month period.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's very exciting for me. And then, of course, Deb, a lot of people didn't know this, but Deb also is a type 2 diabetic, but not nearly as bad as I am. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I don't know.
Probably not. I'm not on Ozempic.
No, she's not. And she doesn't need to be. And she is doing a fantastic job, too. So So we're
working on
eating
it.
less, working on it, and we're going to be exercising more. So you will see us doing things as far as activities are concerned. And the whole idea behind this too is to encourage folks from our generation. I'm 70, but to encourage folks from our generation to not let things hold you up, to get out there and be as active as you possibly can, you know, and enjoy the life, you know, enjoy this life. So that's the whole idea behind that. Now let's get to the big story.
The big story.
Those of you that watched the scam video about the trademark issue, Deb had reached out to this company that that's not part of the government. We need to explain that. A lot of people misunderstood.
It was an independent.
An independent company that is not part of the government, but they are supposedly one of these companies that help you file your trademark info and all that stuff. And she reached out to them strictly by email and filled out their little form. But when she got down to the bottom, and all of a sudden they wanted her credit card information and wanted her to send them $400, she stopped.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
And, you know, and then of course we get this phone call about 6 weeks or so later saying, hey, we happen to have this on file where you started this form, in so many words is what they said. And we also have another company that wants to use a slogan similar to yours, and in so many words they were saying, if you go ahead and send us the $400, we can keep this from happening.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to narrow it down into a nutshell. And as we mentioned in the first video, the people that we both talked to on the other end had that very, very, very thick call center accent. And even though the caller ID said that the call was originating out of California, we all know better than that, because you can have them originate anywhere you want to by going. I don't know how to do it.
This is just supposed to be a recap.
Right. This is a recap. Well, in the meantime, we started doing our research and everything.
And a lot of you suggested things.
Right. And so we went straight to the government.
Yep. The U.S. Patent and Trademark
That's
Office.
Right. The USPTO, is that what
.gov.
Yeah.
USPTO.gov.
And in the process of researching that and watching several YouTube videos on how to go about doing this and
they
everything.
do not make this an easy application.
No, it's not.
I think it took us 3 days.
Yeah. But during the process of doing that, guess what? We get another call from that same number, a whole nother person still with this call center accent, as if this is all new, and they start reading the same script all over again.
Yeah, but I didn't let her finish. I cut her off and said, we're doing our own thing. Thank you very much. Leave us alone.
We should have let her finish,
I know.
so we could have hung her even more. But
I know.
Anyway, or hung them or whatever. But that told me right there that this is a scam, you know, and they just send it out to all these different people. They're probably sitting in garages in some foreign country over there on the other side of a pond, you know, getting all this emails and say, you know, follow through on this, follow through on, you know what I'm saying. You know how that works.
Anyway, we went to the USPTO.gov website and started filling out.
Well, first you researched to make sure that there was no other
yes, I had to do.
request.
Well, that's part of the application.
Right.
You have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was nothing out there like it.
No.
So, which is another reason why we know the other was possibly a scam. Well, it was 98% a scam. And so went ahead and, you know,
answered all the
questions.
Hopefully we dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's.
I was afraid you were going to say you dotted all the T's and crossed all the I's. Now, if we did that, we're in big trouble. No, but we got it all filled out, and we read it over and over
and watched videos, because every once in a while I'll tell you, watch this video to help you decide how to make your choice here. So. And
some of the government videos they put out is more confusing even still.
Yeah,
you know?
They understand perfectly what they're saying.
Oh yeah. So, what? But anyway.
Hopefully we did it all correctly.
It has been filed.
It has been paid for.
We have paid for it, and now we wait. Now we can still use our, but we know this, that once we've done that, we can use it, and there's no one out there and we filed for a little bit more than what we're talking about, but we're not going to go into detail about that, which also ensures that
no one else would have
no one else is going to have this. If they end up with something close to what we filed for, that would be a 1 in a billion chance of that happening. But anyway, we'll see.
Anyway, it is in process, and until we get a negative or a positive, which could be up to at least 18 months from now.
Right. We won't even have a ruling on it for 18 months, and they won't even be able to put anybody on it. And they said very plainly on the website.
Don't even bother checking for 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, 3 to 4 months. And what's the ones they're working on now? It's like a year ago?
July of 22.
There you go. That's where they're up to now on trademark requests, is up to July of 2022. So we're going to be going back to using we're not afraid to do anything now.
We're going back to norm.
Yeah. There's nothing out there.
We do appreciate all of your responses and encouragement, and thank you for not calling me an idiot for going to some online service anyway. Well,
no better than to do that.
I'm always trying to save a buck.
Yeah.
And right now I've paid for something that I may or may not receive because they don't do refunds.
18 months, who's to say where we're going to be in 18 months?
True.
But anyway, we're trying to lose weight. We're doing more exercise, things like that. We're going to be filling you in on that as we go. I haven't done my official weigh-in yet, but
he's waiting until he loses weight. That doesn't quite sound fair.
Well, I already know.
I weighed in a month ago.
I already know. My pants are already feeling looser on me. Mm-hmm. I'm not having to suck my gut in near as much to put my pants on now.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. And I kind of noticed you kind of, doing the double take.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Forgot about this. I've got a knot on the back of my head. It's a sebaceous cyst, and it's about the size of a robin egg.
Got that big room.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to let me use the melon scoop and take it out myself, but he won't let me.
We're getting it removed Monday. Yeah. So that's why we'll be in and out all next week. Just most of that. So anyway, that's it for now. I do know one thing. Where we're at right now, our T-Mobile home internet service that we spend that $50 a month on, that we've been trying. It is absolutely fabulous here. And there's been times in the past at this campground where we had a hard time, getting a decent signal with our phones.
Yes.
But with that, our download speeds are well over 200, and our upload speeds are around 12 megabytes per second.
Which is awesome.
Which is absolutely fabulous, because we're going to be here, for another week and a half or so. Our upload speeds are fast enough that we can go live. So we may go live one more time before we leave, but we'll let you know on that. Anyway, for now, we're going to let you all go. Didn't mean to keep you so long. And I get to say this.
Yes, you do.
This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. We're not camping.
We are living.
Y'all get out there and do some living. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.